good evening, reality shifters and others. I'm currently uploading the video that it was the last video, and now you're watching the current video. Again, we run into the same problem. I have no idea what to do with myself, so I've already journaled today, but I've already meditated today. I think I need to just do more, and that is exhausting, but at the very least, creating a list in journaling is a fun technique that you can do in your journals. And I think I'm just gonna make a list of things that I can do with my evening so that I am less miserable and I can tolerate being in this reality. Alright, y'all, I'm watching Love Island. I consider myself an intellectual, but when I crave reality TV, there's no avoiding that. So I have to indulge. I just want to say one thing. Josh from season 3, boy, you are so many red flags. I'm sitting back like, I am so blessed to have the boyfriend that I have. That is the exact opposite of Josh. He seems very excitable. He's my age. I am that age. How are people that are my age doing stuff like this? We're supposed to be kids. Doesn't matter if you're a bench warmer. Does it? I love the pixelated Instagram pics. Oh no, I didn't like that. No, stop beckoning me, no. Did you? Are you? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my impression of Josh from season 3. What's up? I'm Josh, I'm 24, and my job is to be a college athlete. I love baseball, and you know what? I've broken several hearts before, and people say you're supposed to treat women right, but I'm over that. My girlfriend is gonna be my queen, okay? She's gonna be my shortstop to my second base. This man does not look like he's opened a sociology textbook in his life. If you were to ask Josh what a feminist is, he would be like, you're looking at... I wanted nothing more than to be proven wrong about Josh, but he went for the blonde. Okay. No one's going for my boy Corey? Like, he swears he's the nicest person in the world. He loves art so much he put it all over his body. Come on, ladies, what are you doing? Maybe I should just turn this channel into a Love Island reacts. Leave a comment down below. I'm having one of those afternoons where I feel like I'm gonna explode with anxiety. It's not even total anxiety at this point. It's mostly just like frustration that I can't get people to care about climate change as much as I do. And also the fact that I don't think I care enough, and I'm obviously caring a lot. Do people understand that using plastic straws is bad? Do people understand that, like, recycling isn't as good as we say it is? I spent a lot of time in my degree program doing all the research on, like, why climate change happens and the ways that people profit off of, polluting the environment, and the people that suffer are mostly poor people and underprivileged people, and it's going to affect us all. You cannot hide from climate change forever, and the more... I don't want to say we're doomed, but it's starting to feel like we're doomed. We're gonna figure something out, but it's gonna look pretty apocalyptic at this point because we have not made the necessary changes at the proper rate. So prepare yourselves. Is there more I could be doing? Like, the only solution that I can think of for this is to turn it into a community venture. I don't know what I'm talking about. The only thing that I learned so far is that everyone older than me expects our generation to fix it. So, okay, I'm gonna throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. I'm stressing out my cat. I need to go for a walk and just chill out and try to figure this out. This is my lunch. My boyfriend made fun of me one time saying that my pasta looks like salad. So don't try and think that you can hurt my feelings. This pasta that looks like salad is actually really amazing. It's really good. The only thing that can really hurt my feelings is the cost of a cubic yard of compost. I decided to go have lunch with the crocuses. Look how beautiful they are. Oh, wow. It just makes me want to cry looking at all the crocuses because it's not even really spring yet. I mean, technically, yeah, it's spring, but what are you guys doing? There's no hope in this world, and yet you still are here saying that there is. I think I ate my lunch a little too quickly, but that's okay. Regardless of the fact that it's hitting my stomach like a brick, it was, in fact, delicious. My salad pasta. I'm here in my oldest garden bed, and over the winter I planted some nitrogen fixing stuff and I covered it with that tarp, just kind of lazily. I didn't really do too much to it. But I have a really good feeling about this bed this year. I mulched it really well last fall, and it just seems like it's rearing to go, and I can't decide what to plant here. It doesn't get too much sun during the day because there's these trees over here, and once they fill out in the summer, the leaves just kind of block the sun, and then my house kind of blocks any evening sun, so there's shade. There is a little bit of thyme from last year here growing. I don't know if you can see, but that's lovely. Welcome back, thyme. I tried to make this my herb garden last year, but a lot of herbs just need full sun. I'm honestly just happy to be out here because I have had such a terrible lack of motivation recently just to do anything. Even my passions like gardening, it just didn't feel the same. But now I think my little climate change frenzy this morning kind of like gave me enough cortisol motivation, so that's not really the kind of motivation I'm looking for, but I'll take what I can get. I'm looking for dopamine and serotonin, but I saw this TikTok, and you know, TikTok can be really strangely, oddly wise, because that app is a complete cesspit. It's where most of my viewership is, but it is full of crap. But every once in a while, I love scrolling through there just to see who decided to get on the TikTok app and just make a little video saying like, here's my wisdom, and it's wonderful wisdom. It's not even advice, it's wisdom, you know, that's what I'm looking for. And the wisdom was, where is your story? He claimed that we were like story-driven creatures, and I'm not so sure about that. If I did save the TikTok, I will at him.
Listen, it's not your fault that you keep turning to sensory pleasures. The problem is that you don't have a larger story that's more interesting, right? I mean, of course you're going to turn to cigarettes or scrolling or junk food or soda or whatever it is that makes your body feel good if you are living in absence of a meaningful narrative.
I think a lot of us are. I don't think everyone is. I think a lot of people are just drones and they're just living life on autopilot. I think if you're just kind of following whatever the next pleasure in life is and not actually working towards a goal, it's because you have a lack of a story. And the theme last video was personal identity, right? Oh, the nettle is coming up so beautifully. I'm so excited for the nettle over here. I have my nettle patch. You can't see, but I'll show you after. What am I working towards? I think that answers a really big question for me. The answer is, I gotta figure that out. I don't know, but it's fuzzy, but it's not absent. Like, it's just not clear. Like, I have an idea of a goal that I'm working towards in this reality, in this life, because I made such a big stink about personal identity, but I think I was close to asking the right question, but I was searching for something else. On my proverbial hero's journey, I guess. I don't want to say I'm a hero of anything. When you ask someone like who they are, they can answer their name, their job, their hobbies, their interests, everything they've learned so far. But if you take that all away, there's still something left. And it's purpose. It's purpose. Oh my God. You know, someone could have told me that, but I needed to be asking the right questions. So what's my purpose? It's not farming, but it's something to do with sustainability around farming. It's something to do with the community around the farm. I think my first step on this story that I'm just trying to revitalize is to plan a party. I think I'm going to have a party, a garden party, and the theme is going to be sustainability, and the point is going to be to inspire people to make more sustainable choices, to think in a more sustainable way, and I'd like to keep this going without it being annoying, because let's be honest, a lot of climate change advocates are really annoying. Sorry. I'm not talking about the people who make it their life's work to addressing these problems, because I feel like whenever I complain about climate change, I'm just like totally not acknowledging them, and that's not what I want to do. I want to be like them, but that is hard. So in every reality, there is a challenge and something to address, and I'm stepping up. Oh, it's scary. Oh, it's hard to step up and face the challenge, but it's not something you're doing alone. That's where the ego comes from. You gotta let that go. It's the community. So yeah, I'll update you when I'm planning my party. But for now, I need to plan this garden bed. Guys, what am I gonna plant here? It has to be something that doesn't need a ton of sun. Love that rhyme. It could just be spinach, lettuce, whatever. We'll see. I made a mistake. I put tubers in the freezer. Tubers aren't bulbs. They're tubers. I put dahlias in the freezer. I knew that. And yet, I just forgot. Anyways. a good afternoon. I've been struggling so much for like the last 3 months, and like I feel like I'm finally starting to crawl out of the hole. I'm still gonna fall back down a few times. I'm sure that, like, I don't know, like the next few weeks, the rest of March, let's just say, is still gonna be a struggle. But like, oh my god, I'm finally having a good morning. There were times like last month, like in February, where I was like, God, please just let me have one good day, and like I would have like one good few set of like hours, and that would be a blessing. I've never really had a good morning. I've never really had a good morning into the afternoon. I started this morning with a 20-minute meditation. Last night, I just told myself I was gonna do it. Speaking of last night, I think last night was part of it. I'm part of the Portland Camera Club. I think I'm probably the youngest member of the Portland Camera Club, but I love being there. I got a personal invitation from the president, so I was like, well, I can't go to this event. I can't not go. It was lovely. It was the member slideshow. I didn't submit a slideshow because I was like, my photos aren't good enough. Just, seeing everyone else's, I was like, you know what, I probably could have, and it would have been nice. In the beginning of this video, middle, I don't even remember, I totally dissed on old people, and I'm not taking that back. I'm not taking that back because I'm not wrong about, the previous generation kind of screwing us over. I'm gonna add something onto that diss. I'm gonna add a little addendum onto that. Is that the right word? Regardless, I think that everyone's kind of only doing the best they can. And I think that's important to recognize that, like, no one's doing anything really out of malice. You could argue that no one is doing anything at all out of malice. So I don't resent the older generation for creating this state of the world, the economy, the planet. I just resent that it had to happen this way. I resent that they couldn't have done more, but I think everyone's just trying their best. The member slideshow was lovely. I wish I could have displayed some of it for you, but it was lovely. A lot of people had a lot of cool travel photography. One person went to Africa, one person went to Rome. A lot of people did like some really cool macro photography. I think my favorite set of photos was from a woman named Susan Partridge. I'll put some of her work in here. Definitely go check her out if you're interested in like really cool layered photography and like more abstract art photography stuff. I was really inspired by that. So yeah, Toby's in his usual spot, and I'm so blessed to have him. He's my best friend. I wonder what he's dreaming about.
Plastic box. Cover it lightly with foil, and I would put it on a small purple sheet. Okay. And then 3.
I've been listening to a lot of Terence McKenna. Oh, I just love that dude's mind. I could listen to Terence McKenna for hours, and if you don't know who that is, you have to look him up. I have been thinking all afternoon about the fact that I would like to shift realities, but I don't feel like shifting realities. And that's an important distinction that I'm just now realizing is a thing, because getting yourself to get into that mindset of, okay, it's time to shift is you have to either be in the mood for it or do the work to get yourself there. And I'm just tired. Even last night when I was thinking to myself, I specifically am just gonna not shift. And this has been happening for the last few weeks. It's just like, I'm not planning on shifting tonight. I'm just on a shifting break, right? In my mind, I'm still like, I'm very much okay with shifting realities, because shifting realities is still the coolest thing ever. I would like to shift to a reality where it's a waiting room and it's just me and Terrence McKenna, and I just get to pick his brain and explore his mind. I'm quite a ways from my house right now. I'm like a mile, a half a mile to a mile away from my house. The moon looks absolutely beautiful from here. Yeah, I would always like to shift, and I think I'm starting to feel ready, which is really exciting. I think I'm gonna wait maybe a day or two, try not to rush it, but that's hard when you're as excited as I am. But I would like to shift soon, and I think I'm almost ready. Oh my god, it's scary even just to think about. An important thing I've learned from my friend Glam Gryffindor on TikTok is that you can transform your fear into excitement. And that is a specific skill that a lot of shifters need to acquire, or if they have that skill, then you're ready to shift, bro. I find myself thinking of a lot of like I'm gonna call them like third wave shift talkers, like people on the app right now where they learned about shifting probably like after the pandemic, so 2022 or 2021. People just learning about shifting, and they're like, oh my god, I just discovered this. I've gotten close before, and I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna keep trying. I'm keeping those people in mind, and there's something about their mindset that is keeping them from shifting, because they are exactly where I was 2 years ago. I can see it. I can understand it in the way that they're feeling, because if you want to shift, you have not shifted. You need to manifest that shit. You need to already have shifted. And I will say this time and time again. If you say, I'm going to try to shift tonight, you're not going to do it. You're not going to shift tonight if you just try. You have to do it. You have to say, I'm going to do it, and you have to fully commit.
All right, I'll give it a try.
No, try not. Do or do not. There is no try.
Because if you're not already in your DR, you're not there. You're not going to be there. The one thing that I hope for them is that they don't get stuck. It's that they don't get stuck. Or you, if you're one of those people on TikTok that have just discovered shifting, this is my hope for you, is that you don't get stuck like I did, and then you end up in a rut where you're just trying the same thing over and over again, and you're not making any progress. It's getting dark. It's time for me to go home. I hope you all are having a wonderful day.